All right. Welcome back, my regular viewers, listeners, and watchers. And of course, if you happen to be here for the very first time, welcome. Before I go any further, my name is Rahul George, India's premier eye hypnosis life healer coach and your personal guide. So today's pod is all about the power of space. And by this, I mean it's like in the work that we do, especially as healers and coaches, a lot of times we are, doing things for our clients. We're doing things to be able to help people so that they can, truly be able to connect to their higher purpose. And in doing so, of course, a lot of times it can be like we take on a lot more than we would normally do. And of course, we're doing this very often from a very, very noble space. We're doing it from, a very noble intention of being able to help other people. But interestingly, in this journey of, wanting to do things for other people and doing things for the good of other people, a lot of times there's one thing that we tend to miss out on. And this is something that, sometimes I myself might forget, or a lot of times I notice even my students and especially my students, I've noticed that sometimes they can kind of either overestimate or underestimate how much of time things take. And at the end of the day, what we do is largely based on the energy that we bring to the space. So a lot of times when we do not give ourselves that space and time, sooner or later we end up running on fumes, meaning that we end up really running out of energy, and before long there's a burnout that happens. So of course the question to you as a healer, as a coach, is in your own practice, in your own business, as you're in the process of building out your community, of being able to offer programs to your members. The question, of course, is how often do you make time for yourself? In fact, just yesterday, I had the opportunity to to continue to work back to back sessions and really deliver on what I had said I would, or I could recalibrate and, of course, making sure that my the members of my community, my students, were informed, and that we would reset and do a different duration of a session the next day, which is this evening. And I thankfully I chose to do that, and of course, as a result, I was able to reset. I was able to replenish my own energy, and we had a totally fantabulous start to our first batch of version 2.0. This is, of course, the eye hypnosis life foundation program, and today was the successful launch of version 2.0. And of course, we are now technically we have created 27 batches of this program, and the first 26 were version 1, and batch number 27 was version 2, the first of its kind. And the energy, the sharing, a lot of that I know now in hindsight was because I had given myself that leeway to be able to make time not only for myself but also for my family, for my friends. And this is, of course, something that we can all be sometimes, quote unquote, guilty of, where, in our desire, in our intention to help other people, sometimes we forget to help ourselves. So, of course, the question to you is, as a healer, as a coach, how often do you make time not only for yourself, but also for the things that matter to you, whether it be friends or family? So, as always, these pods are created in service of you with the intention of, reminding you that this is a journey and you've chosen to be on this journey. So, may you truly, keep the faith and keep going, because sooner or later, but eventually, you will be able to go past whatever block you may be experiencing right now, or whatever whatever it is that you're working through, and that there will come a point in time where you are able to really live the life that you've always dreamt of, and you'll realize that not only was it worth it in the end, but also the choices that you made along the way were totally worth it. So, as always, these pods are made in service of you, and may you continue to have the kind of success that you want, in spite of or irrespective of where you may be at present. And of course, before I go, a couple of announcements. As I said, we've just launched version 2.0 of the iHypnosis Life Foundation program. This is, of course, a 3-day process. It happens every Friday, Saturday, Sunday between 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. And in addition to this, once you go through the process and you feel that this has made a difference to you, then of course we do have a program where you can go deeper. This is the advanced program, and it's a 3-month process. So you continue to do the work, continue to focus on the things that matter the most. One is, of course, the identity that we all have. And this is the opportunity for you to really, truly find your soul identity, really who you are and who you've always been. But maybe, decisions in your life led you away from it. But this is your opportunity to connect, and also to be able to do the work where you focus on working through your toxic habits. And lastly, and most importantly, to be able to make the kind of breakthroughs that you want in the thing that is, of course, very, very important in the work that we do, which is to have a financial breakthrough. So these are areas that we focus on. And of course, if you want to be able to learn these skills that I use and that I have been honing and polishing for more than 20 years, this is something that I teach you in the mastery program. And of course, I teach this to you so that you can go back and use these skills, whether you're working with your clients, whether, in your relationships, and of course, when you are out and about and making a difference in the world, you will have so many more of these tools where you can make this difference. And of course, lastly, if you're looking to be mentored by me, there is a coaching program, so you can definitely reach out and ask for more details. Seats do open up from time to time, so really look forward to hearing from you. And as always, if there's any way in which I can help you, please do reach out. God bless, and of course, as always, remember to live your purpose. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.